Hello there and welcome back to EU4 from playing as Holland. It is 1532 and I've inherited France as a junior partner. Yes, that is right. Holland has France as a partner. It's obviously not going to last. They're way too big, way too powerful to submit to me. But for the time being, that's it. Austria and I had a war, and I didn't win the war, but I didn't give up control of France. That's where I am. So I'm still helping out Denmark with their war against England. And once I finish that, I'm going to sort out this French issue. So I don't want them to revolt against me. I'll be happy just to let them go. But I can't put up that. They get 250% liberty desire just for being strong. And how do you wear that down? You can't. Looks like I'm getting most of my... Well, Denmark's getting most of their land back from England. Austria, I want to get their alliance back. I wonder how hard it's going to be. Not too hard. I'll get there. Yeah, okay, that's just a matter of time. There's a few things that make us a bit unhappy at the moment because we were at war. They're willing to tick down a bit. Local traders demand aid. Merchants and captains of trade vessels in Groningen have sent a representative to the government, describing the home as an increasingly lawless land, where piracy runs rampant and ships and ports are routinely raided by privateers. They argue that the government has neglected them and request funding to build defences against the growing threats. If this request is not granted, many feel like they have already lost too much and will take their business elsewhere. I'll do the same thing I did in Ingles Utrecht. They have enough money to do that themselves. Now, the other thing is, I can get admin tech level 10. And level 10 is the level I need to form the Dutch nation. That's what I'm looking forward to. However, it looks like we have a new Duchess. Jacoba von Salm will lead our nation. She's 523. Jacoba's attention to detail and superior administration skills will aid us in reforming our administration and maximising our taxes. Our nation is in mourning over the loss of our previous monarch, Albert von Salm. A sudden illness took him from us too early. His drunken stupors and expensive tastes have left the country both poorer and worse governed than it was when he was crowned. Oh, that's a bit harsh. That's obviously a stability drop, unfortunately. Down to 1 now. Still good. So the Duchess is only 16 years old. She hasn't got an heir. She needs a husband. I can pass the Dissolution of the Monasteries Act, which will give me a nice tax modifier and lower stability cost. Yeah. Well, not increase the stability cost, sorry. But I'll take that. I'll take some tax money. I'm going to save the Dutch nation thing until after I get rid of France, because I think that little prestige boost I get from doing that will be handy. Still anyone? Yep. The House of Van Berg. With the union of Jacoba and Willem, we have gained not only a spouse, but also a new ally in the realm. The Van Berg is an old and influential family, and their seat in Zeeland is a jewel of the duchy. Of course, friendship has to go both ways, and Willem will be expected to speak for his kin, while our Duchess will be expected to consider such advice very carefully. Okay, makes Zeeland happy. Willem is a 453 Prince Consort. That's pretty good. And I've got a 122 heir to the throne. That's not as good. Why can't the Prince Consort become the ruler? That'd be much more beneficial. In the meantime, In the meantime, not much. I'm kind of waiting. Waiting on Sweden to finish this siege, which is getting closer. I'm going to pay off one of my loans while I can. We're letting this war to end. My war exhaustion is getting high. That's why I really, really need Denmark to end this war. I can't be involved with it any longer. Denmark, they've got their own issues as well. I wonder where the war goal was. It was like Ok. I don't know where the war goal is. All these weird names in the provinces. I would have thought it'd be in this part of the world though. Military theory. The military arms has always been a fascination for men everywhere. They have turned this fascination into concrete ideas that we can use. Gain 50 mil power and 1% army professionalism. That's good. Alright, there's the siege done. Let's help them take these provinces back in. They're going to kick over automatically due to the fort. I wonder why the war score is so low. You know what? I think... Oh, there we go. The war's over. White peace. That was a waste of time. Alright. Let's go home. I need a new rival. I've got Cologne at the moment. I'm going to go for Savoy as another one. That's probably it. England has announced me as a rival. That's no good. Alright, France. You are rebellious. I will abandon the Union. I'll make Brabant my rival as well. Okay, so France is now independent once again. Are they my ally? They are now. Ally. France is now another ally. Losing great power status, that's probably understandable. Let's get my fleets back out there. But first, noble family requests aid. The most powerful of the noble families in the state often had vast wealth, but that did not stop them, like their monarchs, from getting into financial troubles. They too could accumulate debts that escaped their ability to pay. They could at those times come to the monarch to request aid. The monarchs were often receptive, since they would usually be widowed by blood or marriage. I don't want to lose 135 ducats. I'm going to cop adding power instead. Let's get my fleets back out there. Why am I losing money for... No, I'm going to do it anyway. Lubeck fleet. I don't really want to marriage to France anymore. And the North Sea fleet. Okay, everyone's out there patrolling their waters. I need more money to do that. Okay, I think it's time. I think it is time to form the Netherlands. So let's grab... I might grab Diplomatic Tech 11 while I'm here as well, because it is so cheap. France would like us to transfer 10% of our trade power and all our shared trade nodes to them. Do you accept this? No, I don't accept that. I'll probably piss them off, but... Why would they want me to do that? It's crazy. Alright, I'm going to research the wharf. And put me ahead of time, big time. It's really cheap. This is really good tech-wise. The wharf. The great wharves and jetties will act as entrepots for the world's goods. Let us build them and prosperity will follow. So increases colonial range. Yeah. We'll build a manufactory for naval equipment. More importantly, modern theocracy, admin tech level 10. Let's get that as well. The development of the social structure is not exclusive to the aristocracy. The clergy too have to improve their internal governance. This will assist in the development of modern thought in our country. So it gets me another idea. I think it only makes sense to go for a military one now, because I'm always having spare military points. And I might go for naval, purely because I do have... Oh, I will have a big fleet. I mean, I do have a big fleet. I probably should make the use of it. I don't usually go for naval anyway. I'm playing Holland. Let's do it. Let's go for naval ideas. Done. And I'm ahead of time by 9 years, so I might as well get the first idea straight up, which is boarding parties. Boarding parties. By teaching our naval officers to lead boarding actions against enemy ships, we can gain an edge in naval combat even when fighting superior enemy fleets. This gives me naval leader shock increase, and that's my third national idea, being polders. The Low Countries are highly susceptible to flooding, and in the unsettled weather of the 11th to the 14th centuries, there were multiple floods leading to the creation of the Zuiderzee, and also salting the soil of coastal areas. We now have the technology to reclaim land, allowing more productive agriculture, so it lowers development cost. Okay. National ID is available. Oh, I'm going to do a couple actually. Missionaries. I've got no missionary strength there at all, so there's no point taking those at the moment. Declaration of Indulgence gives me more time, so I might take that one up. Increases stability cost modifier, but don't really spend that much anyway. But get some Times of Heretics, so let's pass the Declaration of Indulgent Acts. Suspend all penal laws for members of other religions than the established church and grant them the freedom of public worship and rights of advancements to military and civil officers. Okay, I can do that. Oh, I lost the Test Act though for doing that. Oh, it's one or the other. I think that's a good win. Okay. Yeah, they're all not very good to me. Nor is that one. Nor is that one. Nor is that one. Confirm thalassocracy. No, I'll leave it there. Okay, let's do it. Let's form the Dutch nation. The Dutch are emerging as one of Europe's most capable naval and colonial powers. Lucrative trade opportunities locally and overseas have resulted in a swift evolution for the country into one of the first capitalist countries in the world. Let's do it. So, Zeeland, Amsterdam, Den Haag, Breda, Utrecht, Gerde, Upper Guelders, Groningen, and Friesland will no longer be part of the HRE. That could have weird implications. The country changes to the Netherlands. I get new missions. I get a permanent claim on the Low Countries region. Again, a permanent claim on Wallonia area. Permanent claim on the Picardy area. Government changes to a Dutch and I gain 25 prestige. Done. I'm now officially the Netherlands in orange. How about that? And there is my standard achievement. That says popped. I'm not sure if you actually said that or not, but I've done it. There's my Casus Belli and all those provinces I've got access to. I fulfilled a mission. I've explored the Caribbean apparently. Oh. Okay, I've somehow done that. I'm not sure what caused that to happen, but I've done it. The West India Company, finally formed after protracted discussions on funding, intends to focus on the establishment of trade routes between West Indies and our heartland. We should chart the region and earmark suitable lands. I've apparently done that. Get more prestige, 15 prestige for doing that. Done. Settled North America. Okay. So a lot of the discover Australia. How about that? That's what they want me to do. Looks like a lot of the Dutch missions seem to be about colonizing, which I haven't really focused too much on. And I also want to reclaim the lowlands, which is these provinces here. So that's probably my next goal, I guess. And it spreads a bit further. Okay. All sounds pretty good, but most importantly, I've now formed the Netherlands, and I'm a great power. Portugal's announced me as a rival. Got some unrest in Groningen, but first, the miracle of life. In these dark days of war and death, a reminder of new beginnings can ease the pains of our people. Our great Queen Jacoba I and noble Prince Consort Willem have been blessed with another child. The arrival of the babe has brought new hope and energy to the royal couple, and by extension to their court and subjects. Many people dream that this child will grow up in a better, brighter future, and that all the fighting will thus be worth it in the end. I lose 2 war exhaustion. That's good timing. So it's only at 2.4 now. Alright, things are looking better. I want to pay off that loan before I do anything. I can't do that just yet. I need a few more ducats. Rebel faction. So where's this Groningen issue? I'm going to move my army there to fix that. Got a new diplomat as well. Alliance offer from Austria. I will definitely take that back. Thank you, Austria. That is what I was waiting on. France is all improved. Austria is all improved. Let's top up Denmark. So I haven't spoken to them for a little while. And they... Someone broke a royal marriage with them. I'm not sure what caused that to happen. Denmark and I aren't on the best of terms at the moment, and nor do we have an alliance anymore. That's upsetting. And Austria have lost their alliance with Hungary and Lithuania. I don't know what's going on in this world anymore. Austria and France as allies. Wouldn't mind Bohemia. Not going to happen. That's probably all I need, really, for now. I'm going to get a new idea. I'm going to get... empiricism. Might as well get that. I'm getting closer to the tech cost reduction one. Empiricism. With the search of knowledge also comes many false ideas. It is only with evidence and our experience of the world around us that we can prove or disprove that what is before us is in fact true. Increases my innovativeness gain. Oh yeah, that loan's done. Let's pay that off. Done. Okay, so a permanent claim on this whole area. Bravo. Oh, Great Britain's also been formed. Okay, so now they're Great Britain. Where? Netherlands, they're Great Britain. Unfortunately, I can't attack Brabant. That's annoying. I probably can't attack... So I think because I did form the Netherlands, I'm no longer part of the HRV. Where's my papal influence? Oh, everything's changed. Which means it's hard for me to attack places. But East Frisia looks to be vulnerable. So I'm going to attack them. That'll be my next target. I can quickly scoop up one of their little that province, and maybe even take Aachen at the same time because they're allied. And they're going to look at annexing Utrecht as well. Don't like that little bubble there. Well, I might pause it and call it a day. So, I have completed my goal for this Let's Play. I have formed the Netherlands. And there it is. Now, it took me just under 100 years to do so. I've been through a lot. I've been through independence wars, civil wars, succession wars, regular wars, massive financial debt. I've been through a lot in this 100 years. It's been a pretty full-on... Huh, look at that. Isle of Man. Owned by Scotland still. I've been through a lot in this game. And that's only 100 years. But I have formed the Netherlands, which is my goal. So let's see where I can go from here, how much I can control of Europe. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your support, and I hope to see you next time.